Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Journeymariee, and today we're going to be reacting to Chernobyl season 1 episode 5, I think. The last episode. In the last episode we saw mostly of them just killing dogs and animals because, you know, if they let them live, they would go on to, you know, infect the environment just with them being alive. So it made sense that they had to kill them, but it was so hard and so sad to see them killing all those animals. And then the dog that just had a bunch of puppies, that was super sad. We saw the firefighter's wife, you know, she had the baby only lasted like 4 hours, and then it passed away, which was super sad. But I guess I didn't really expect much else with the fact that she kept, you know, hugging and kissing her husband, and it was just really sad all around. So she lost her baby. Then we saw that the men, there had to be so many men used to try to go on the roof and, you know, take all that stuff off the roof, which is really toxic to the men, and they could only be out there for like a minute. So yeah, I feel like there's gonna be some really bad health consequences for them, for the ones who went up there to do that. I know there was like no other way because the machines weren't working and whatnot, but it was just really sad, the fact that they had to use their men to do that and put them at such a risk and put their health at such a risk. But yeah, we're on to the last episode. I'm interested to see how this all wraps up. And yeah, I'm ready to get into it. Just make sure you subscribe to my channel if you watch my videos and you're not subscribed yet. I really appreciate it, and it really does help. And let's get straight into today's reaction. This must be a flashback to before the reactor exploded, because life looks too happy.
Scrap it or what?
No, I don't think so. Well, if we need to wait 10 hours, we wait.
Running half power, we're not going to have stability issues.
No, I should think...
I'm not asking you.
Oh, damn. Do I know you?
Is now satisfied that Chernobyl was solely the result of operator error, which it essentially was. We have you to thank for that, and we intend to.
You try to give him some money.
Hero of the Soviet Union.
Our highest honor. They haven't even given it to me.
Promotion to director of the Kurchatov Institute.
All for lying.
You gave us assurances. The reactors would be made safe. It's been months. No changes have been made. No changes even discussed.
First, the trial.
That is not one of their priorities. They care about their image way more than their people's safety. His health is not good if his hair is falling out.
Chokov is saying they're going to fix the reactors after the trial.
The state will never willingly fix the reactors because acknowledging the problem means admitting that they lied. They will have to be forced.
How's she gonna force them?
This is a show trial. The jury's already been handed their verdict.
I'm not talking about them. The Central Committee have invited members of the scientific community to observe.
Try to urge the other scientists to look into it.
They can't function without us. If we...
Do you know what happened to Volkov, the man whose report you found? They just removed him from his position at the Institute. Sacked for the crime of knowing.
That's so crazy.
Scientists, handpicked to witness a show trial, will somehow be stirred into action by me because of some heroic stance I take in defiance of the state?
She's hopeful, maybe a little naive, but...
Legasov, and you mean something. I'd like to think that if I spoke out, it would be enough. But I know how the world works.
She's a crazy woman. Nobody listened to her.
They will shoot me. Khomyuk.
You told me to find out what happened. I spoke to dozens of people. Every word they said...
She's like, you need to be willing to lose your life for the truth and for all these people to save lives.
These are the ones who are dead. They died rescuing each other, putting out fires, tending to the wounded. They didn't hesitate, they didn't waver. They simply did what had to be done.
So have I.
Debatable.
Went willingly to an open reactor. So I've already given my life. Isn't that enough?
No, I'm sorry, but it is not.
I mean, she's not telling him nothing that he don't already know deep down, you know? But I see both sides. He's like, I'm gonna die probably in 5-10 years anyway. What more do I have to give? She's like, you gotta be willing to give your life now, like those firefighters and all those other people. They made a replica.
Comrade Brukhanov was awarded Hero of Socialist Labor. Comrade Fomin was awarded for valorous labor. Comrade Dyatlov was given an Order of the Red Banner.
It's so interesting to see how court, you know, works in other countries and stuff.
And transfer it to the pumps. What if the dying turbine could keep the pumps working long enough to bridge the 60-second gap until the generators came on?
Is he okay?
Their electrical output is measured to see if it's enough to power the pumps. The science is strong, but a test is only as good as the men carrying it out.
Ouch.
Power grid officials in Kiev say that they cannot afford a further reduction in electricity until after midnight. They are asking for a 10-hour delay. This is the first critical moment, the first link in the chain of disaster.
She's telling the truth right now, but I don't think she's saying nothing crazy yet.
And the other is very human. This is the one we will consider first. At midnight, there is a shift change.
I like how we're being taken back while she's telling the story of what happened.
Akimov says to come to the control room as soon as you can.
He's already here.
He came in early. Something about a test.
You see? Desperate.
What?
The scene of the crime.
Turbine rundown. They tried it last year. They couldn't do it on the day shift, so they've given it to us.
To us? We don't know what... We don't know what it is.
It's fine.
So they didn't even know what the hell was going on?
Yes, this is Akimov from 4. I have the manual for the rundown test. He did it last year.
They all are lost as hell.
Well, what should I... Are you sure? Right. Thank you. He says to follow the cross-down instructions.
So then why are they crossed out?
Yeah, I'm like, maybe there's a reason for that.
We've been cleared to run the test. 1600 good. Is it too much to ask that you all know what you're doing?
Well, yes, absolutely.
That was so dumb.
I haven't reviewed. We only just found out we're there. Review it. Or you can just do what I tell you. I think even you, stupid as you are, can manage.
You know what? I don't feel bad for him at all that he's in the predicament he's in. He's an asshole.
This is not good. Shut the fuck up and do your job. Topped and off. Reduce power to 700.
I've never done this with the power so low before. It's okay.
This is crazy. Seemed like it was very preventable.
The experiment, they hadn't even been warned it was happening. Leonid Topchenov, the operator responsible for controlling and stabilizing the reactor that night, was all of 25 years old.
He was a baby.
Comrade Legasov.
So she set the stage for him and she's like, here's your time. Come on. You gotta say what really happened.
Boron control rods. They reduce reactivity like brakes on a car. But there's a third factor.
It's like this is a performance. I guess it is.
Which means more heat, which means more steam, which means it would appear we have a vicious cycle on our hands. And we would, were it not for this.
Oh, he's nervous.
The rise in temperature reduces it. This is the invisible dance that powers entire cities without smoke or flame. And it is beautiful.
I'm learning a lot, to be honest.
Balance. At 28 minutes past midnight, the reactor is now primed to slow down.
It's so crazy how they're already getting affected. Their health is already getting affected.
Men who didn't understand it either.
Easy now. Take it down. Good. Like that.
This is like somebody flying their plane for the first time.
Okay, very slow now. Let's ease it down to 700. Whoa, 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 slow.
Oh, he's going fast.
What is this?
I'm not even touching it.
He's like, it's not me. He over here just smoking, chilling.
Maybe possible to get more control.
Do it, go.
Right, switch off local automatic control. Go to global. Leonid.
LAC disabled, global control activated.
It's going lower.
What are you doing?
We have to shut all the way down.
No.
We could be in a xenon pit. We have to shut down, wait 24 hours.
No, we're doing the test tonight. Raise power to 700.
What an idiot.
To me about rules.
If we fall from 80%...
No, we fell from 50% of
from
power.
50%, it's even
The rules
worse.
don't say 50. There is no rule.
Comrade Diatlov, I apologize, but what you're saying makes no sense.
Raise the power.
He's the incompetent one.
Safety first. Always. I've been saying that for 25 years. That's how long I've done this job, 25.
Oh, shut up.
And you with your mother's tit barely out your mouth? See, if I say it's safe, it's safe. And if the two of you disagree, then you don't have to work here, and you won't.
Okay, I would have left right then and there.
Leningrad or Novovoronež, you won't work anywhere ever again. I'll see to it. I think you know I will see to it. Raise the power.
He was evil.
Record your command.
Raise the power.
He's like, I need proof so that when this shit explode, they know it's on your ass. And they gonna act surprised when this shit blow up. Like,
I wasn't in the room when they raised the power.
If you weren't there, then where were you?
Legasov, you are a witness, not a prosecutor. I will ask the questions here. If you weren't in the room, then where were you?
boy, that you took my question.
The toilet.
The toilet. Comrade Khamyuk interviewed everyone who was in the control room that night. They all told the same story.
He's so full of shit.
Leonid Toptinov. One day before he died. No, Comrade Dyatlov, you were in the room. You ordered them to raise the power. This is a fact.
Like, just take some accountability, really.
Court is now in recess, 30 minutes.
He need to go to the hospital.
But they didn't care. Dead Jews, dead Poles. But not them. No one ever thinks it's going to happen to them.
Phew. Ain't that the truth?
Well, it's time. Maybe a year.
That's all he got?
They call it a long illness. It doesn't seem very long to me. I know you told me and I believed you. But time passed and I thought it Wouldn't happen to me.
Everybody thinks they're the exception.
When I first called you, how unconcerned I was. I don't believe much that comes out of the Kremlin, but when they told me they were putting me in charge of the cleanup, and they said it wasn't serious, I believed them.
At least he has some remorse, though, you know?
That's all I've ever been. I hoped that one day I would matter, but I didn't. I just stood next to people who did.
I think he matters.
Everything we asked for. Everything we needed. Men, material, lunar rovers.
Who else could have done these things?
You gotta give himself some credit.
They listened to you.
Of all the ministers
And all the deputies, entire congregation of obedient fools, they mistakenly sent the one good man.
That was sweet.
You were the one who mattered most.
That was super sweet. I feel like he needed to hear that.
Oh, it's beautiful.
When you're at the end of your life, you start appreciating the little stuff, you know? I assume.
Comrade Legasov.
I think the conversation he just had is going to push him over the edge to tell him the truth now.
111 control rods in Reactor 4. Akimov and Toptonov completely withdrew 205. Remember, control rods are the brakes on this car. Of 211 rods, only 6.
Just a recipe for disaster.
The only thing keeping the reactor in check is water and xenon. It's 1 in the morning. The test is minutes away.
Like, what was he thinking? He was just so prideful and like, oh, I know what's right. Do what I say.
Oh, sorry. This is all we can get. It's 200 megawatts. We pulled almost everything out.
That's all we have, that's all we have.
But the test requires 700.
Stelyachuk, let's get ready. Switch on pump 4.
Oh.
It's like he wanted the shit to blow up.
Stelyachuk.
Main pump 4 connected. We should warn Herdomchuk, the pipes are going to be jumping.
Never mind him. Kirschenbaum.
He don't give a damn about nobody.
Get it up as best you can.
We should stop.
Turn that fucking thing off. You have 15 minutes.
I'm hating him more and more as this goes on.
Karavozchenko, reactor section foreman, is in the refueling hall, high above the 1,000-ton steel reactor cover.
Here we go.
Operators are in the pump room. None of them have been told about the test. None of them know what is about to happen.
That is so crazy.
Sufficient control rods, the computer is recommending that the reactor be shut down.
Well, of course it's saying that. It doesn't know we're running a test.
He's such a dumb prick.
Another few minutes, it'll all be over. Kirschenbaum, when you're ready.
Did everything right.
You got that right.
Increases steam, increases reactivity. The remaining xenon decays away. The power is rising in 35 seconds.
At least the number's going up like the Outlaw wanted.
The power surge, Sasha. What did you do?
What did I do?
In Soviet reactors, that button is called AZ5. You press AZ5, all of the control rods insert at once, and the reaction is stopped.
Is he about to tell the truth?
What are you waiting for, Legasov? Tell your lies.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah, there was no way to avoid what was coming. He knows something.
Comrade Reactor.
She knows something. I know what you are, Valery Alexeyevich. You're a liar.
We've heard enough for today.
Well, then just let Dyatlov say the truth so they could kill him then.
We still have more evidence to give.
It's not necessary. Your testimony is concluded. Your Honor.
Court is now adjourned. We will resume tomorrow.
Let him finish.
Oh, shit.
Comrade Sabina.
Let him finish.
This is getting crazy. Let him finish. He better say what he need to say. Quick.
For the same reason, we are the only nation that builds water-cooled, graphite-moderated reactors with a positive void coefficient. It's cheaper.
That's what I was thinking. Cheap bastards.
Which is a series of fuel rod channels. The control rods in those channels can move no further. The graphite tips are fixed in position, endlessly accelerating the reaction. Chernobyl Reactor 4 is now a nuclear bomb.
Woo!
Perevoschenko looks down on the enormous steel lid of the reactor and sees the impossible. The control rod and fuel channel caps, which each weigh 350 kilograms, are jumping up and down. He runs.
Oh, that must have been terrifying.
Nothing he can do to stop what is coming. 1:23 and 44 seconds. The steam blows more fuel channels apart. You do not know how high.
I would not want to be close to that shit when it happened.
23:45, explosion. In the instant the lid is thrown off the reactor, oxygen rushes in. It combines with hydrogen and superheated graphite.
This shit is scary as hell. It's crazy how they recreated the explosion and everything. It looks so real. It looks how I would imagine it to look. Now he want to be in shock.
The shutdown button could act as a detonator. They didn't know it because it was kept from them.
Comrade Legasov.
Oh shit.
Only one who kept the secrets. There are many who were following orders from the KGB, from the Central Committee, and right now there are 16 reactors in the Soviet Union with the same fatal flaw.
I'm proud of him, but I'm scared.
If the state is somehow responsible for what happened, then I must warn you, you are treading on dangerous ground.
I've already trod on dangerous ground. We're on dangerous ground right now because of our secrets and our lies.
Literally, we're in Chernobyl.
When the truth offends, we lie and lie until we can no longer remember it is even there, but it is still there. Every lie we tell incurs a debt to the truth.
I hope she's proud of him.
Aid. That is how an RBMK reactor core explodes.
That's how the impossible is made possible.
Lies.
He got more balls than everybody in that damn room. Damn, he in trouble right away? But doesn't he end up killing himself at the end? So I know they don't kill him right now.
Valery Alexeyevich Legasov, son of Alexei Legasov, head of Ideological Compliance, Central Committee. Do you know what your father did there?
Yes.
Why are you bringing up my dad?
At the Kurchatov Institute. You were the Communist Party secretary. In that position, you limited the promotion of Jewish scientists.
He's trying to make a point of you're on our side. Or you've been on our side your whole life.
You're one of us, Legasov. I can do anything I want with you. But what I want the most is for you to know that I know. You're not brave.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
You're just a dying man who forgot himself.
I know who I am.
It would be embarrassing to kill you now. And for what? Your testimony today will not be accepted by the state. It will not be disseminated in the press.
Wow, this is so messed up.
Not anymore. You keep your title and your office, but no duties, no authority, no friends. No one will talk to you. No one will listen to you.
This is like hell. I can see why he killed himself.
Your legacy is now their legacy. You'll live long enough to see that. What role did Shabina play in this?
None. He didn't know what I was going to say.
Yeah, we're not snitching on nobody. This is all me.
After all you've said and done today, it would be curious if you chose this moment to lie.
You think you're scaring somebody?
A man of your experience would know a lie when he hears one.
You will not communicate with anyone about Chernobyl ever again. You will remain so immaterial to the world around you that when you finally do die,
nobody will notice. How disgusting. How terrible. Like, he is just evil.
why worry about something that isn't going to happen?
Why worry about something that isn't going to happen? Oh, that's perfect. They should put that on our money.
He too real for all of them. Like, they're all just liars, bullshitters, pieces of shit. He actually has morals and a backbone. Probably the last time he gonna see them. This is such a sad end, but I'm so proud of him for sticking to his guns and standing up to him. And when he said, like, I would think a man of your experience would know a lie when you hear one. Like, you're the biggest fucking liar.
Always there, whether we see it or not, whether we choose to or not. The truth doesn't care about our needs or wants. It doesn't care about our governments, our ideologies, our religions.
Truth is truth.
And this, at last, is the gift of Chernobyl. Where I once would fear the cost of truth, now I only ask, what is the cost of lies?
Millions of lives. I'm so glad that his legacy is not what that man said it would be. Like, was that so hard? Like, he had to die for y'all to finally get y'all head out y'all ass? Oh, wow, that's crazy. That gave me goosebumps. That her character was a culmination of all of them who helped him. That's all they got was 10 years? The fact that it's still radioactive to this day and that's just still there. Oh, I got goosebumps everywhere. Oh, she had a son. God, the bridge of death is crazy. Ooh, I got goosebumps again. Wow. They were like the first ones to be brave to go down there and do that. And 2 of them are still alive. And they never got to go back. That's crazy. And they did all that just for the Soviet Union not to even last that long. Damn, not the babies. The children always suffer for everybody else's sins. That's a wide range. 4,000 and 93,000. I have a feeling 4,000 came straight from the Soviet Union because that's crazy. $31 is diabolical. So that was Chernobyl season 5 episode. So that was Chernobyl season 1 episode 5, the last episode of the series. Ooh, this one almost made me the most angry. Just hearing how the head of the KGB was talking to him at the end really annoyed me. Like the fact that he was saying, oh, this will be your legacy. Nobody will remember you. You don't even matter. You won't have a life. You won't be able to talk to anybody. It was just so evil and so disgusting. But I'm so proud of him that he spoke up. And yeah, it was just a really sad fate that he had. But I hope that he died having some type of, you know, pride and knowing that he did the right thing and that he will have an actual legacy, you know, that he deserves. And the fact that her character wasn't even real, they just like made it up just to, you know, encompass all the scientists that helped him. That was pretty cool. I feel like I learned a lot of scientific stuff, a lot of stuff about nuclear reactors and whatnot. It was very educational, this episode. I think they broke it down pretty well for the average person to understand. But yeah, and then Boris, I think his name is, he only had like a year to live, and he was saying how he wasn't, what did he say, like he wasn't important, and the main guy was telling him like, you were the most important. Like out of all the people they could have sent, they accidentally sent the one who actually has some sense and actually cares, and you know, the one with actual empathy. And yeah, they sent the wrong one pretty much. It was sweet of him to say that to him. That was a really sweet moment, had me tearing up. But yeah, I really enjoyed this series. It was really hard. It was really a lot of sad, devastating moments. But I think they told the story great, in a great way, beautifully, the way it all wrapped up in the end, where we got to actually see the night as it progressed, and we saw how terrible Dyatlov was and how he was talking to them. And it's like he wanted that shit to explode, the way he was just like not listening. I hope you all enjoyed going on this journey with me with Chernobyl. Let me know in the comments what you thought of my reaction. Let me know any thoughts you have. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys in my next reaction.